Alright. Alright. God, how do you play Hearthstone again? It's been a while. Hello, everybody. A new set has arrived on Hearthstone this week. And this is, I think, the first time in years that I'm not 100% familiar with it. Usually I do a set review of new Hearthstone expansions, like the week they come out, or the week right before they come out. Didn't do that this year, so there's a lot of cards I'm just not aware of. Kind of only barely, like, familiar with the mechanics, so we're kind of going to get to learn together, unless you already know, in which case, I guess we're not going to get to learn together, but I'm going to get to learn still. So we're going to jump in the arena, we're going to see what sort of new cards come up. Generally on the first day I do this, my stipulation, as it were, is that I just pick every new card I possibly can. Results in a generally less than stellar deck, but also an excellent deck. So we'll see how that plays out. Glad to see some people are here. We're going to be doing this today, like an arena, maybe two, time permitting. And on Sunday, I plan on doing a couple more of these. So if you miss this or you want more, you can always follow and see when things go live on Sunday, probably early in the day. Anyway, well, we've got a free arena from the Duel Up arena back in Halloween, which can tell you how long it's been since I last streamed Hearthstone. 5 weeks. So how long? But yeah, we've got Warrior, Druid, Hunter. I don't know too terribly much about all of these classes and as far as what they've gained. I mean, like, specifics. I know Warrior got Dragon Warrior back in a lot of their cards. I know Hunter is strong and constructed with Spell Hunter. And I know Druid has always been king of, like, constructed for months and months, and I believe they're on the backswing of the pendulum finally. So, which means that they're getting the lesser or more odd cards from their set. The hero power cards, that was their focus, which means that generally in the pendulum swings, they try to do something different and see if that pays off. Anyway, I guess we can see how that plays. Sure, well, we can see how that plays. I don't really care for Warrior. Alright, anything new? Oh. Splintergraft. Oh, yep. I know this one. No Hadronox. Grifta! Battlecry. Discover 2 cards. Give 1 to your opponent at random, huh? Oh. So this is a, if you're familiar with, the card Spellslinger, or the 2-drop, or sorry, the 3-drop recently that puts a random 2-drop in people's hands. This is a more, like, side of that. I want to try it out. Again, it's on the new card spectrum. Grifta's got a cat right there. I think that's pretty interesting. Hadronox is cool. Splintergraft, like, Hadronox is expensive, depends on our deck. Splintergraft gives us a real expensive big thingy. Let's try Grifta. Pounce, give your hero +2 attack this turn. Just 2 attack, that's it. Versus Spellbreaker and Stoneskin Basilisk. Those are strong bodies. This is 0. That's really strong. So you don't get any armor, and you get 2/3 of a bolt. You get a shock. Okay, and I guess it can become a bolt for 3. I'm gonna go with my rule. I think Spellbreaker, or I think these 2 are really great minions, obviously. But we're gonna load up on new cards. See how this plays out. I'm sorry, what do you do? Gurabashi Chicken. Overkill, gain 5 attack. Overkill, deal excess damage on your turn for a bonus. So the way I think of Overkill Here's the way I think of overkill, alright? Have any of y'all played Final Fantasy X? If you have played Final Fantasy X, it's kind of like the overkill mechanic in that, where like if you deal too much damage to an enemy, you get the bonus. You get a bonus XP. But really what I'm thinking of is the part where Auron just slams a giant sandworm into space. That's overkill. Gurabashi chicken. Let's see how this works. We need some pumps for that to work. What do you do? Overkill, summon 2 1/1 bats, rush. Here's the mystic I was talking about. Summon 2 trance? Oh, that's actually kind of nice. So is the Forager, so is Druid of the Claws. This is a lot of bodies for that mana cost. Get some bodies going. Mine MCT. Ooh, Savage Striker. Deal damage to an enemy minion equal to your hero's attack. Ooh. That's nice. Can overkill occur multiple times. Yeah, it can. Anytime you attack and, like, get an overkill, it happens. Like, give all minions in your hand +1/+1. Arena Fanatic. Oh, sure. Let's pick up Arena Fanatic. We can pick whatever we want here. I say... Applebaum will be fine. Living Mana. I love the Living Mana. Yeah, I love the Living Mana. Pounce Landscaping. Let's get some more landscaping going. I like that 3. Ooh, okay. So here's a new mechanic. Maybe not a mechanic, but a new card type in this set. Spirits are, like, totems. They get stealth for the 1 turn you play them, and then they have a bunch of, like, passives that do things. They're a lot like totems. They're not specifically totem-typed, but multiple targets would give multiple overkills. Yeah. So after your hero attacks and kills a minion, draw a card. That seems like a decent setup. What we have? Sure. Start of your turn, generate 2 health to this minion. Ooh, I actually like that a lot. It's hard to kill. Oh, let's be dumb. Sure, that's like removal. Overkill, draw 2 cards. Alright. Rabble Bouncer. 1 less for each enemy minion. So this could be... This needs to be 4 for me to want it. 5, I'm okay with it. Again, we're taking new cards here, so... Mark of the Loa. Give a minion +2/+4 and taunt, or summon 2 wrapped... Whoa! Nice. Okay, also, I love Weaponized Pinata in Arena. Generally, the random legend is really powerful. Let's take Mark of the Wild. We want some cards to make our chicken work. Sure, let's take a Bone Drake. Bone Drake is one of those things that like, gives you some guaranteed top end, which is always nice. Web Weave, sure. Nesting Rock is fine. I need some more 2s, but here's something new here. Whoa! This is, this thing's real big. So this is a War Golem, or that when it overkills, so when it kills something and deals excess damage, you get a 5/5. It has to be on your turn. You have to make the attack. But still. It big. Witching Hour. I'm gonna take Volatile Elemental to get some more 2s going. Wow, it's just Ogre. The stickiest minion in the world. Summon 2/2 Splitting Saplings. The Splitting Saplings, as you might expect, split into 2 1/1s. Take Claw. Ooh. Alright. Grift is back. Undasta. Rush. Overkill. Summon a beast from your hand. Summon from your hand. Oh, so like I would need... So it'd be like Nesting Rock, or like Not much. This sadly doesn't do a lot. That's just it'd be like a slightly more expensive version of, Charging Dino. Cenarius is always real, if I don't want to go with Grifta again. I could double Grift, though. Like, double Grifting, it seems kind of funny. What if we always have the Grifta? Sure, I think Cenarius is the more powerful card, but... what's our spell? Oh, no, 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 not gonna happen, no, no. Alright, let's call it good. Let's go ahead and set up my deck list, so you can all place your bets. How do you think this one's gonna go? I don't have the highest of hopes for it, because of the restrictions we sort of did this under, but I have hopes for it. I feel like we're gonna have a good time with this one. That's what we're here for. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how it goes once I get the deck list up on screen for you. I think the coolest thing about this is we're gonna run into a lot of cards I am unaware of, you know? Like I'm familiar with Overkill, I'm familiar with Spirits, I'm familiar with some of the cards from this set. There's a number of commons and uncommons, there's a number of cards just generally I'm not familiar with. So, learning and getting to experience the space we have is gonna be an interesting part of this. So, I mean, our deck has some of the hallmarks of a deck that I like. It has, I think it has a reasonable amount of top end. Like, not like a ton, not too much. It doesn't have enough Discover for me to be all in on where it, like, the power of it. Let's get that to the side. Hello. Alright. Let's roll. Grifta. Yeah, the curve is a bit of an issue if there's anything problem with this one. I don't like the 2s or 3s. We have some powerful ones, but not enough. I think my 2-drops literally consist of Savage Striker and Volatile Elemental, and our 3-drops consist of 3 cards. And then our 1-drops are kind of bad. That's all I actually have, is that our 1-drops are kind of bad. So let's make some aggressive choices. Grifta's here. We're gonna go ahead and make some aggressive choices to try to get us some powerful cards. Okay, we have a 2-drop in the Striker, and then we have a lot of top end. If our opponent goes wide, though, Rabble Bouncer can come on down and kind of hold down. Fine by me. Okay, we got Pounce plus Savage Strike, which is pretty real. Lifesteal, Battlecry, deal 1 damage. Yo! What an interesting card. So this is like, it's not a strict upgrade over that Murloc because it doesn't have the type line Murloc, but that's neat. Alright, we're gonna... Let's get this idiot into play. Here it is. This big moron. I'll feel real good if they can't kill the Gibberer. No! Another ankle biter. Oh! Oh, fine. I'll take my, like, card advantage, but I'm not gonna like it. Like, if that lived, I would have had Pounce plus Savage Striker to kill 4 toughness worth of minions, attacked and played the 1, and then had both of them attack, backing them up with the power of Mark of the Wild, and now I'm scared to death. Alright. Sword of Justice. A card that should scare you to death. We have the power of Web Weaver. I think that's, or Web Weave. Not the Web Weaver, but which might give us a little bit of power against some of their bigger minions. Okay, that's only a 3/3 with an adapt, so either like a 3/6 or a 6/3, perhaps. I would like it to be a 3/3, no extra toughness, so I can just take it down for free. And if they play a second minion, we actually get a pretty cool wipe here. Like, if they spend their hero power, things look alright for us. Yep. So, this one actually gets to be pretty good, thanks to the power of our Savage Striker. So, we go ahead and play out Pounce. Savage Striker dealing damage here. Now let's get moving. We have a good answer to Pogs, and they've used 2 of their charges from that card. We also probably can play out Rabble Bouncer next turn, regardless of their play. Unless they generate no board, which would be very strange for a turn 6. Turn 6 is the danger turn on Paladin, thanks to the Steed.
Let me think.
You have to be very, very, worried about Steed. Especially Steed backed by this, like I couldn't leave that board there. That clear had to happen in some manner, so. My hope would be that I'm able to play out.
You gotta be kidding me!
And an adaptation, how bad? This might be a good Web Weave turn, depending on what this adaptation is. If it's Wind Fear, I need to kill it. Okay, I'm thinking the Web Weave is our general best bet here. There's a couple ways it could go poorly, but I feel like we have decent responses to those happening, and our opponent is highly restricted out of their plays. Like, the worst case they could have is that they play Steed, but the Web Weave answers the Steed, so... Let's go ahead and try to get control with these. Consecration is our biggest problem right now. That would be very difficult to deal with, as far as how powerful that would be to sweep our board. They could choose to make it the full clear if they spend a charge, and then they would get, Isn't Steed an 8-drop now? That is not a change I am aware of, if it is. Bone Mare is an 8-drop, if that's what you're thinking of. I am thinking of Stegadon. Actually, this is untargetable. They adapted it away. They can't actually Steed on it anymore. Why? I guess maybe they don't have it. So yeah, they actually can't target this with Steed. But yeah, Bone Mare, the card you're thinking of, is an 8-drop, yes. I don't believe our opponent has good board plays here. Okay. I'll take it. This is really good. So the play here is going to be, we're going to go ahead and Rabble Bounce.
Arena's full. Beat it.
Hero Power.
For the wild.
And we are going to get rid of that big minion. That's worth getting rid of. We get our tree next turn, or like a pretty wide board. And our board is very tough. The Rebel Bouncer is here. Hello, Funkimus. We've been able to make some pretty effective 2-for-1s in our favor, which is great. Our opponent's had a couple like 0-for-1s in theirs as well, but I think we've got, you can see, we have hand advantage, we have board advantage, we are even on life. Their main advantage is almost about to run out. The moment that sword runs out, we're on even kilt again, so there's no issues. wonder if the Spellstone's better now. The Heal Paladin is something that's kind of like they invented a lot of cards for in the set from memory.
Halt! Who goes there?
Well, that's like it attacking. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
That's definitely like an attack. Let's
Easy prey.
make...
Back of the line.
Let's make some attacks. Yeah, the legendary that converts all but one of your health to armor is definitely on that. Managed to get a 12 win time travel run. Nice. I didn't know if they disallowed time travel runs or not. The reason I went this way is because right now we have we have lethal represented on this board. 6, 12, 13, 14. Backed up by Mark of the Wild if something like this were to die. They can't immediately kill this Rabble Bouncer, so...
Follow the rule.
Okay, there goes our lethal on board, as it were.
Reporting for duty.
Technically, you can time travel by not picking... Yeah, sure.
For duty.
But, you know what I mean. Alright, let's... Should probably deal with this board as much as we can. Let's go, like...
Back of the line.
For the wild. Don't mess with me.
Easy prey.
Alright. Board dealt with, and we still have 2 large taunters to back us up. Now, this is a good thing to give taunt here, the Regenerating Thug. We can give it Mark of the Wild to make it a 5/7 that heals itself for 2 every turn, meaning that it's a very effective, like, minion defeater. That's actually, I like this card. You know, another hammer? Yeah, another hammer. Cool. Yeah, I believe we've got the game.
The victory is yours. Well played.
Well played. The MCT is part of the reason I didn't want to play the big uns. Alright. The O3 dream is dead. All other dreams are live. There's a lot of dreams you can have here. 1-3, 2-3, 3-3, 3-2 retire, 3-1 retire. Cow Sphere! Whoa, what an opponent.
Must protect the wild.
Cow Orb. Corb. Hey, the combo's here. Pound Savage Striker. Ooh, Mark of the Loa. Again, that's a good, like, board presence card. We have a lot of board presence here. I can play Mark of the Loa, and then I can immediately Living Mana. Hallucination, sure. So what, they put, like, a Ultimate Infestation in their hand? Let's get the Striker down.
See your weakness.
I want a board presence. I feel like this is a hand that's very forward-facing with Mark of the Loa plus Living Mana. We definitely want to be aggressive here because of how much board presence I can generate. If I can draw the make 2/2/2s Trents, that would be the best outcome, I believe. We can kill anything they play on 2. We can't kill anything they... Okay, well... You know...
For the wild.
We can kill most things they could play on 2, I say. But yeah, like, we can't kill any 3-drop. They have the coin, they could jump in. Warrior... Oh, Zillax, oof. Cow evolving to a sphere to become immune to tipping. Ah, you're correct, Steampunk Bob. That's gotta be it. Anyway, next turn, I think we get the raptors. That's a lot of board presence I like. I can even use the pounce on that turn to try and do a little bit of cleanup. Looks like they're spending their whole turn, though. I would like them to coin into a 2-drop with 2 toughness. If they coin into a 2-drop with 3 toughness, like a Bloodfriend Raptor, we're a lot worse off. Alright. So, let's go ahead and... Ooh, Grifta. So let's get the... This is the most power, though. This is 6 power on board. Grifta a Euro later play. You didn't see we got Grifta? You might want to check the side there. There's a secret about Grifta, yeah. Anyway, next turn I feel is... I guess there is an argument for Rotten Applebaum if our opponent's board play next turn is not big. Like, if they use their pedal, reset their, you know... Like, there's a couple plays they could make that would make me want to Applebaum instead of Living Mana, but...
Mind if I roll need?
That's sort of one of them. Let's go this way. If I was on 6, I'd be a little more tempted. Is Baum English or do they just do that for flavor? Just flavor. Hey, Emily. Always a fan of this card. Just sort of like generic neutral taunt. Halfway between the, like, Sludge Belchy and, haven't seen Grifta in action before. This is a... Well, this is the arena for you, then. Neither have I. Okay. Sweet. So them killing that is actually kind of nice. Means we get to make
Claims me.
a pretty large board.
For the wild.
Alright. Hello. Living Mana is a hell of an overload card. It is not the Overlord, it is the Overload.
So many options.
Vanish Punish. I don't believe. Indeed, Funkelmus. That's a strong punish, though. Like, look at how many of my minions that play alone eats. Yikes. Oh my god. But that does mean I get the mana back next turn, so I'm not, like, hyper gone. I get to make my 6-drop on the following turn. But that is a hell of an answer, sadly. Opponents at 15. They have a lot of card resources, but they don't have the board and they don't have a lot of life. And being a rogue, that can be a problem. I know these days life, steal, and taunt are a little more dime a dozen than they used to be. Rogue used to have some real problems with this sort of thing. There's the health that I'm talking about. Are they gonna use that thing on the chicken? Hey, you gonna use that thing on the chicken? I know their hand is 2 Razor Petal Lashes at this point. I think Bone Drake.
For the wild.
And then we get our mana back so they can't answer the Bone Drake immediately. So their hand is 2 lashes, so their hand isn't a ton. Kingsbane is pretty real. Yeah, Kingsbane is pretty real. Especially because he can lifesteal the weapon. Alright, I think Grifta... actually, their hand is... Right now, their hand is 2 lashes, petals, and then a Druid card. Their hand is still a Druid card. Sure, they gonna play that Druid card? Oh, whoops. You made a play there, I suppose.
There's a customer born every minute.
How big am I betting, right? Like, if I bet on that Grimscale Oracle and then give it to him. Twig is dangerous.
What? Time waits for no one.
Okay, so they have a Wrath in hand.
For the wild.
Sounds good. Twig is hella risky, yeah. Like, if they have Ultimate Infestation, which is something I'm worried about, oh boy, that would be a beating and a half, right? Like, they get to Ultimate Infestation, like, on top of other plays on turn, because they get to refresh their mana crystals.
I wonder.
So they have a Wrath, they have 2 petals, and they have an unknown Druid card, and then their draw. Their hand is almost all known. They're playing off the top. So... And we have board advantage. They can deal with this. They could run their 2/4 into 2/2. They can run their 4/4 into our dragon. They can just kill the dragon outright other ways, too. So that's an obvious attack. Feels like to me. That's a debatable attack. Nice.
The gates are open.
Sure.
Choose soon.
This feels like somebody's setting up for an Ultimate Infestation is the problem. Oh, didn't they play the Druid card? They may have. My memory is not... Was Druid of the Scythe this game? Yeah, you're right. Well, how do we want to deal with this board, then? I think we just run this in, play the bear, play the elemental.
Trust me.
We can afford to take some damage. They still have 2 petals, though. Because the otherwise is like, what is their hand? They've had a lot of options to play things. They've been playing a lot of underwhelming cards. I thought they still had 2 left. Here's the secret. You can tell I am a little bit out of practice. I don't know if that's, you might have noticed. Okay. This petal has a pretty high chance of failure, but it also... Yes, that's an auto-fail on it. Good petal. Rush summon some bats. Let's kill this.
For the wild.
Let's heal that up. We'll use the Rusher next turn. think we have a pretty good board position now. Yeah. My bad, I've been poor at keeping board states together.
I wonder.
That ghoul's very dangerous. If we weren't able to get that off. The amount of board presence we have in just 2 cards is disgusting. You talk about our board or our hand? Because our hand is just as is incredibly disgusting. Like, Onyxia is ridiculous. Sightless Ranger is pretty dang good, because it can trigger multiple times. Like, Sightless Ranger killing that, Sightless Ranger killing that. Might have Stormwind, huh? Ooh. I'm all about the Might of Stormwind. Okay, that's your full hand? That's all you got? Is that all you got? Sure. I could throw my team away and play Onyxia, but I actually don't think that's the right move.
We hear your heart.
Going face was an option there as well. I wonder if I get overkill on... I wonder if I get overkill when this unit dies. I guess we'll find out. I kind of want to know, so I'm intrigued to sort of set that up. I have a couple questions about overkill. All right, so this is a nothing. Overkill is if you like kill something by more than its health on your turn. Okay, so does this work? Oh, kill! Overkill triggers on death. That's important. Hey, what's up? Do you have MCT? Now you have 2 Griffiths. Yeah. Right here, right now, that doesn't help us, but good to know. I'd rather learn it in a situation where it wasn't a necessity, right? But yeah, overkill is, again, the way I explain it is that it's the overkill mechanic from Final Fantasy X. When you, when Auron just hits Sandworm into space, that's overkill.
So many options.
You use Bushido and you just go, honk, and baseball swing that Sandworm into the sky, then the little Team Rocket twinkle happens. It's really good.
Choose soon.
Anyway, this is a fairly over game in my mind. Like, as long as our opponent doesn't, like, slam Deathwing, I don't know. I guess slam Deathwing would be a pretty reasonable response to me here. Blood. Blood.
You shall pay.
Corrupted blood in each player's deck. Alright, moving along. I'm glad, okay. This is good. These early games in the arena have been nice for kind of shaking off the month plus of not having played some Hearthstone. I can see some sort of misplays happening, but This is a good place to get them out of the way. We can get them done now, and then while we're fighting the hunt hits.
Nature must be preserved.
Ooh, Savage Striker's a nice one to get there too. Okay. Feel good about getting our, like, only 2 drops, like, 3 games running. That's horrible. What a dreadful card to have to fight right away, because it's just really bad against the volatile elemental.
I see your weakness.
Okay. Ooh, Spring Rocket. Yeah, it's pretty real.
There's a customer born every minute. Job's done.
Oh, big bets don't pay off. All right. Rip. Worth a shot. There's indeed a customer born every minute. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty fair maneuver. I just gave my opponent ramp too, so we're gonna be fighting trees for days, I believe, at this point. Alright, let's see if it's just trees. Just haymaker, tree, 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 tree. Here we go. Thus it begins. So, like, I can turn this into reasonably sized.
What to do? There's a customer born every minute. My thanks.
Let's take.
Time waits for no one.
Take away.
Okay, we'll give each other sort of equal play here. Hopefully they don't have, like, a board fill or something like that. Playing on Nixia would make me feel like the big fool for having just handed my opponent Savage Roar, but I trust Grifta. Grifta wouldn't backfire on me. The reason I was fine with both those cards is because we have a number of, like, token generating cards, Landscaping and Mark, so, like, either of them would have been good for us, is the idea. Whereas the Savage Roar is a little less useful for our opponent. It's pretty good that, like, they play it and kill our 6-2. But Grifta still kills off their 5/4. So things don't look so bad. If like this goes face, like we just kill it. Ooh. After my own heart here. Beautiful.
Time waits for no one.
Lovely.
The brain buys you no rest.
Okay, that just gets a 5/5 back with no text, though. So it's not as bad as it could be. So that could be a lot worse. Luckily, it's fine. We kind of want to do some control on the board. In what way and how? Do I want to just make a board? Make it big? Make a board, make it big, make it trades? Problem is, like, these Raptors, even with the +1/+1 from this, aren't good against this current board state.
Wonder. Time waits for no one. I'm warning you. I'm unstable. Trust me.
Let's go like this. And then this is where they play their errata force of nature and then attack me for the lethal, you know.
What to do? Who dares to
Oh, that's pretty close! Yikes! Sure. Damn.
The rage. It claims me.
So that'll give me a card. The Gibberer. Next turn we get to play a big old Dargon, which is nice. Opponent's hand is 1 known, 5 unknowns. I would love to get the Ironhide Direhorn down.
what to do?
If I could get into like just some sort of game state where that's safe. Alright. Again, we continue. We know about Savage Roar, so we kind of have to be, be willing to make, not allow ourselves to lose. Shit.
Time waits for no one.
That's what we call bad news. Yeah. Sleepy Dragon not looking so hot here. I can't get this off the table anymore. Uh-oh. Problem is they can like bump, hero power bump, attack bump, get the overkill, get a 5/5, deal with most of my board. Mark doesn't do it either, though. So they're gonna get a 5/5 here. We're gonna get their 5/2 off the board, so they're gonna replace their 5/2 with a new 5/5. Yikes. Oh, banana. That's pretty nifty. It's like a fungal monster you can target, basically. Yeah, this one is indeed over. Let's...
I'm like everyone's biggest fan.
We have two failed gibbers! You better watch out.
To Northrend!
And there it is. The Grifta finish. Perfect. Well, that went very well for them.
My blade to you.
And that's the power of Grifta. Yeah, handing off the Nourish to them turned out to be just an absolutely dreadful spot for us to put them in. Their top end was non-stop, effectively. We kind of let them escape the early game uncontested, and then like they just moved on to 7-drop, 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 6-drop. That's what we get for playing the flip.
Malfurion versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
Sure, we got the Gurabashi chicken, and we can protect the Gurabashi chicken. Now all we need to do is find the +2/+2 for the Gurabashi chicken, and then it begins. Oh goodness. I've got a lot of, my hand is just gonna, like, disappear immediately because I just have this, like, real cheap zero-cost removal. I hope my opponent, plays, like, kind of good creatures into it. Does overkill trigger every time you do the overkill trigger? Yes. If you repeatedly do it, you repeatedly do it. Oh, rank 6, nice. So, like, if this repeatedly killed a minion overkilling, it would get huger and huger and huger. It is not a one-time trigger. 4-drop. Dusk it. Ooh, Fire Phoenix. Sure, we can take care of that. How do we want to take care of that? Thinking like Claw Hero Power, get rid of that.
What to do?
Good double pounce.
For the wild.
I use the Claw there so that I can spend more mana and then keep the pounces as freebies. So that, like, if they play something with 4 toughness, I can just play Apple Bomb and kill it. Is, again, sort of the hope. If they play something with 3 toughness, we can play...
Let me in, man! It's my turn!
Sure. So yeah, let's, How much do I care about that?
For the wild. I'm going to show them what's what. Time falls.
I need more pressure on the board. Interesting.
Arena's full.
That's neat, mech. I remember that one. Arena Fanatic wants me to have a few more minions in her hand. Oh, that's tragic. That doesn't do anything. Ugh, alright.
I'm like everyone's biggest fan. Back to the line.
Pumping these doesn't do anything. So this is a 2-3 no text, huh? Lose 6 power. Attack for 7. This is starting to fall apart here. Our deck is not super huge on secret damage outside of these pounces, and we only got one left because we've been using them for kind of board control. I can kill that off if that's at low health, which I'd be fine with. We go to full, which is kind of irrelevant here. But with so many cards in hand, we absolutely need to be winning through, like, the rush down is what I'm thinking. What? I'm sorry, what the hell was that? Brawl in Priest, huh? Sure. Damn.
The rage. It claims.
So yeah, it loses its... Yeah, like the actual brawl, that's in Priest though. So discover a copy of a minion in your opponent's deck. Was there other play there? Don't taunt. Okay, then don't gain 3 health. Okay, I kind of got to kill that then. Copying a spell in another opponent's deck. Probably made it... Okay, well...
Yeah, need some throwback.
So they probably got the summon 2 spiders spell. It was a high likelihood spell there. Because a lot of our other spells are out of our deck at the moment. Oh, are they losing Psychic Scream? Yeah. Just weird to me that, like, Brawl and that, God, 7 cards in hand. Yep. And this is the sort of thing we do not have any answer to on board.
Hey, good don't come cheap.
Putting the damage on that because it should matter for killing it next turn if they don't heal it. Oh, okay. Hey, it was Web Weave. Feel good about that. So, this is what we call, over. Our opponent's going to lifesteal straight to full health, and there's no out for that. Let's see what else our opponent has up their sleeve, though. Ooh. Okay. So our out right now is like Grifta into... Silence. Oh, Boulder Fistoger. We got some classics today. That feels nice. We got to play a Boulder Fist Ogre, a tree. The Golgar? Yeah, Golgar. That was a hell of a mammoth, huh? Yeah. Alright. Goldbez. I like that one as well. Ooh, Dectalon, that's a really good one too. Alright, let's see if we can make it up to 3. Again, I talked about the issues this deck has, and we can kind of see them building as we go along. I didn't expect like the hyper lack of late game to be something this deck had going on with it, but it does not have cards that compare to a lot of other decks as far as their late game goes. Again, part of our stipulations.
I must protect the wild.
We got this chicken. Like, what can beat the chicken, really? I mean, if our opponent plays, like, Lost in the Woods... Ooh. Oh, no, a secret. Ooh. Fine.
No more take candles.
For the wild.
Does that get down? No! Auto defense matrix. That's something interesting. Give a minion Divine Shield as it attacks. When one of your minions is attacked, give it Divine Shield. Huh. It keeps happening! I'll just keep making 1/1s. Is that one from the previous set? Is that what you're saying? I'm not. Again, I'm like, I played very little Hearthstone. Oh, holy shit! Blood Claw, huh? Five damage to your own hero. It's like Cursed Blade, but good. Yeah.
For the wild.
So their hand right now is 3 1/1s. And go a little wide on us. Kind of want to make them afraid of chicken. Yeah. Yikes. All right. That is a play. Let's go this then. The 3/2 Raptors line up better against that. Take it out. Taking it out lets them play the Pinata on their own terms. I'd have a better board, though. There's no the neutral weapon. That was a class weapon. Yeah, like they're like there are not weapons specifically that are neutral. There are cards that generate weapons that are neutral, but there is no such thing as a neutral weapon.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
The problem with that play, and the reason I hesitated a lot on that, is because it lets them play the legend right now. So if they grab something like that one mech.
Like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Oh, nice. This actually looks really good against Webweave, so. Let's do cleanup. Get that bomb off the table now. Yeah, what if slightly less big time Racketeer? It's pretty real. That's a lot of stats on 5. Sure, that's fine. There's reporting for duty. Oh, reporting for duty. Yes, can you continue?
Reporting for duty.
Yes. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Arena's full. Beat it.
Alright, let's get some damage on them. This is also going to work real well against those 1/1s. Yep, that's that. That's one I remember. Glad that's used, though. And let's never suffer a paladin minion to live. They have a legend and some unknowns. Their best play is probably a legend that is bigger than my 7/7. Anything smaller than this? Wow. Do they have a kill for it? Taking 7. Alright. That's the play.
Reporting for duty.
They go to 9? That means I have them dead next turn. I play an 8/8, they're at 9, and hero power plus a 9. That'll do it. So, let's, make like a tree. And, deal 8 damage. Do they have another equality? No. Bone Drake. Big Bone Drake.
Victory.
Alright, that's game. Perfect. Oh my god. Let's make like a tree and get the hell out of here. There's a show I've been enjoying a lot of this last couple of years now, called Legends of Tomorrow. It is a spin-off of a spin-off on the CW. Another Druid. That focuses on a lot of misfits doing time travel shenanigans. But it's also the most hilarious shit in the world, because they sort of realized after trying to be very serious in season 1 that their premise was kind of a joke and should be treated as like not a joke in the sense of like not real, but like should be treated with more levity and be much more of a fun show rather than a serious dark show. So it turned into one very quickly, and is just a blast to watch. But in the most recent season, they have that's a good counter to me going coin kill that. Legends of Tomorrow. In the most recent season, one of the characters is played by the actor who played Biff Tannen in the Back to the Future movies. And there's a really good point where he does the like make like a tree and leave thing, and it's a good moment as they realize who they have. Is that the show where the gorilla time travels through time to try to assassinate a young Barack Obama? Yes. That is indeed the show I am referring to. It's beautiful. Ooh, that's a really good counter to this line. Gorilla Grodd's on the show? Yes, yes. The CW shows have been doing some real funny, like, comics level stuff, so... Alright. This is a very annoying early play.
I'm unstable.
My other thought there was to try to just play the unstable elemental, but I didn't like the fact that it had a really bad miss. But anyway, it's just a very silly, fun show to watch, and I can highly recommend it.
Don't mess with me.
Let's see where this kills. I wanted to kill the 3, though I don't want the death rat. Okay, that's actually really good. But yeah, why did I? Oh, I make like a tree joke. That's why I got on that sidetrack tangent. I was like, why did that come up? Why was I even thinking about that? It's like, no, you had a reason, Jones. Wow, pass on 6, huh? I'll take that. Take a 3/8 Grizzly. Seems real. Would have liked to play Webweave there, but Webweave kind of hides behind the 3/8 a lot better. Sure. And then Hero Power to kill, which means I get to Webweave into an empty board. I get to Webweave into an empty board, which is, with an opponent who passed on 6, that means their hand is a lot of top end. And if their hand's a lot of top end, Webweave is very dangerous for them. So, I could have played the Ogre. Ogre would have been real nice there, it's big. But I feel like our opponent just has Haymakers. That's all they've got. So, we're playing to try to make Haymakers look real bad. Okay. Alright. That is an answer. Let's... Could play the Ironhide a Direhorn. Ironhorn Direhide. Just trade off. Let's go with that. That should be, because we have the +2/+2 in our hand, that should be a pretty dangerous play. Druid doesn't have the easiest time of answering like an onboard threat like this. Okay, they just have to trade flat, and trade flat is fine. Okay, let's, For
the wild.
we're gonna go widest board here. They have like Ultimate Infestation here. That's a real play. Ultimate Infestation on my 3/5. I want to play like, okay, yep, that's real. That's a little dangerous because I don't have great ways of dealing with that. I think we just play out our Sleepy Dragon. So yeah, if they have a way of dealing 6 damage to this, or pumping their Ironhide, they can get a real out-of-control board real fast. Ooh, that gets big minions here. The 5/1 Rush, I think, is the most dangerous minion that could immediately appear off that. Because they can 5/1 Rush, then... Yikes! Oh, shit. Okay. You got it, boss. Yeah.
I'm like everyone's biggest fan.
There's a customer born every minute.
How many 2-cost cards are left in my deck? Savage Striker. Savage Striker only Savage Striker, huh?
Time waits for no one.
Fresh wounds. Leave me be.
Okay. Our current problem is that one big threat could knock me out of this. And I know they have something big because of the Forager.
Is not my own.
Okay. Easy trade. Real easy attacks. And we get to play a real big ogre.
The rage. It claims me.
Alright, we've got a lot of board presence now. This is good. We do have to worry about like what our opponent is holding, what they actually have in their back pocket. Wow, okay, sure. That's a pain. Well played. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we'll have... Yeah, this should be pretty clean. So, Druid of the Scythe attacks this, Hero Power, Claw, kill it, and then just bump this and get it off the board. We can still play Bone Drake.
For the wild.
Okay, 2 cards in hand, unknown. One's a... No, that was created by the Forger. Okay, good. So, all of them unknown. So that means they might not have another big threat. And right now, with our current board situation, them not having another big threat could be really nice. Especially, like, even if they answer my Drake, Drake turns into a reasonably sized creature, generally.
What to do?
I'll play Keleseth next turn if I don't have any other plays. I've been avoiding playing the Keleseth, but not like... Sure, that doesn't do too much. Okay. Been avoiding the Keleseth, but not like because I want to not play it, but because I had other things to do there. And with this is in need of a little bit of backup. Let's truth is found in death. Hopefully this tree just sort of
Hey, good tickets don't come cheap.
closed it. That is not the closer. All right.
I bring life.
Sure. I accept.
Well played. I concede.
Thanks, Alex Strasza. Yeah. 9 mana, 8/8. Deal 3 or deal 3. That's what it does. Huzzah. Indeed. Alright, we're at the 4. That's great. Again, I kind of consider 5 my line. This is a deck I would consider a little below the cut. But if we can get it up to the line, I'll feel good.
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
Kalndor.
I must protect the wild.
I don't like Arena Fanatic. This card seems like it has a room in like some decks, like the ones that have the jailer, but that's such a dreadful. Ooh, leaving mana's back. What's up? Okay, so we got removal. We've got a little bit of early plays, which are all removal, but we can make things happen. Hey, what a good play. Can't touch that. I just get to... I can't attack it. Then coin into a good 3.
I love omelets.
Pretty decent 3. Now let's get the board back under control here. So let's go
It claims me.
taunt, take that off the board. I could take the 3-1 off the board, but that would result in 4 power on the board, which is not where I want to be right now. Do. Because right now they're kind of incentivized to make that attack with Egg Napper, because if I attack with Shapeshift and get rid of it, that's great for us. Okay, slam. So that's a pretty decent trade-off. I think we're going to play Grifta, as it's Yeti at the end of the day. And we try to pick cards that minimize the downside of it.
There's a custom aboard every minute.
If you control a secret, play a secret. Okay.
Job done.
Sweet. So I want our opponent to play a couple minions so I can just play the Rabble Bouncer on, like, super low. Specifically 3 would be the preferred. Like, this would be a good how long does this go on turn for us. Hey, that's how long does this go on. That's exactly it. Perfect. Thank you. That's actually, like, really, really good for us. Because, like, it doesn't really matter what... Spirit of the Dread. After a friendly minion dies, shuffle a 1-cost copy of it into your deck. I can give you garbage? Oh, I can give you garbage.
Arena's full. Beat it.
Here you go. Here's some garbage. Oh, that's pretty damn good. Now our opponent has some super bad draws. Yeah, you want one of those, you can have it. So this is weird. I think we're gonna go... No, this is fine. Because, like, this is as a 1-1 is, I mean, it's 1 cost, it keeps its stats. So that's not as bad as it seems. It doesn't become a 1-mana 1-1, it becomes a 1 cost. So that's actually fine. It's still probably fine shuffling that in. Like, if we go...
I see your weakness.
Deal our point of damage.
Back of the line.
And then when we kill this, we get to draw a card.
Job done.
It's just complete garbage. I'm loving it. Here we go. Mass contenders here. The Pirate's Code. Sure. So let's go Nesting Rock.
Trust me.
Easy prey.
We'll damage that. Our opponent's deck is 24 cards. Oh, God. What if they try to fatigue us? Uh-oh. Have I been being played the whole... No, I've not been being played the whole time. That's the answer. All right, 5. 5 it is. If you ever want a safe bet, 5 and 3 is a good one. I believe in 5 and 3. I wonder if they drew some Raptors. Oh, no. I feel bad because that totem wasn't something they included in their deck. That was just something they made off of their Mushroom. Mushroom's good. You know, Mushroom's got some power behind it. If you can protect Mushroom, it's just a free body every turn and kind of averages like a 2-1. Sometimes good text.
Malfurion versus
Snot. S-N-O-T.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Sure, let's roll with this. So for every snot they play, snot's power and toughness are equal to the number of snots in play squared. So things can get out of control real quick if they, Wow. Yep. That sure is a hand of cards. Okay, sweet. So this play looks pretty good. We get to pounce that, and then we get to coin into a landscaping.
For the wild.
Maybe they have the Blood Axe? I think we have a decent answer to Blood Axe if they do. That is a really good card for us right now, because that could just summon garbage. Sure, let's... Sweet, that's a really nice 3 for us. It's a nice 3 specifically because it doesn't do anything. Like, we lost no resources to kill that. Then healing up. Sure. Alright, let's get, Thug down.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
For the wild.
We're gonna spend some card to keep our opponent off the board. Now, again, Mark of the Wild on this is very dangerous, because it can heal every turn, so it becomes a 5/7 that just keeps healing.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. So let's go ahead and mark.
Fresh wounds.
Trade, and let's start getting the gibbering down. Again, turn 5, we don't want to allow them to steed there, so we need to clear. That's why I went a little aggressive on it. We have taunt to hide gibbering. And it's healing taunt, too. We even get an ogre next turn. True Silver can't get through it.
That was a mistake. Reporting for duty.
I'm sorry. That doesn't...
That was a mistake.
Ugh. Are you going to accept it? Are you going to accept your mistake? No!
That was
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. They didn't even commit to it. Like, they needed to commit to that attack in order to make that, like, this board work, right? Oh. So, yeah, they spend equality to... Do they have a consecration to go with it? I'm sorry, what? Yo! Damn, that's a combo and a half. Okay, take some damage and then play another Scorcher or something like that. Yeah, that's like another Scorcher. Getting a little hot in this one. Let's get some trees down. Hopefully they don't have another equality. I'll take Baron Geddon off the table if I can. Yikes. And then Baron Geddon kills it without attacking. I'm sorry, are you on 4? Are your life total?
Arena's full.
For the wild.
Hello, you have a Baron Geddon in play, my friend.
Thank you.
Oh. You have Ysera for me?
Thank you.
No, oh my god, Alex. Oh my god. Sorry, I said Ysera, but that was what I meant. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh. You actually had it. I guess 15 all is where we're at.
Let me think.
And then our opponent is in the tank for some reason.
I must move quickly.
They certainly have no plays here, so... Yeah. Oh, that's a hell of a counter to the move they were in. Nice deck, by the way. Hoofa. How did Alex Strauss get pumped to the sword?
The range. It claims me.
The sword is whenever it attacks, give your minions +1/+1. Show me a third legend. Sure, Kodo takes out my taunt. And that's lethal, right? Yeah, that's lethal.
Justice demands retribution. Justice demands retribution.
Oh, that's the end of that one. Baron Geddon, and like the equality to go with that stuff is real nice. But the Alex Strauss out of the pocket was the sort of thing I was the like longest of shots that did happen. Buddy, you just there's a button right over here you need to hit, my friend. Like it's right there. All you have to do is hit that button. Like there's a little fuse leading toward it. You just it's all you got to do, bud. Come on, you can do it. Okay. Couldn't quite get it. Didn't quite get it. 5 and 3 though. That's pretty good. And that dragon's pretty nice. The 3/6 that deals the damage to everything. I like that. That's a pretty neat one. So, cards I was playing that I have opinions on. I like Pounce. It feels a little whelming, but it's like a backstab. So that's like it's like a backstab, and backstab's super important for early game. The problem with this deck is that like the idea for a deck that wants to take advantage of Pounce is a deck that's like making its drops on 2 and 3, and then using Pounce to answer opposing 2s and 3. Whereas we were like using Pounce to answer their 2s and 3, and then not making moves. Landscaping's nice. Not a fan of Arena Fanatic in this deck. Grift is exactly what I expected out of the card. Mark of the Loa is pretty real. I like Regenerate and Thug a lot. We didn't get to see Ticket Scalper in play, but the fact that it draws on death is, I think, the part that makes that card real. Ranger, I think's fine. And I think that's it. Direhorn is scary. Oh, and the Bouncer. Bouncer was effective. This was a real effective card. Scalper dies regularly every time as its drawback. Yeah, but draw 2 cards is a hell of a thing if you get that off. You know? Anyway. We do have a lot of packs to open, and we do get some gold here. So, looks like 100 and... We get some gold out of this. Yeah, 100. 100 to pack. Sounds good for 5. So let's go ahead and open some packs. I've got some packs of the new set. I've got some packs of the old set. Let's go ahead and just give them a whirl. Golden common. Oh, before I open the packs of the new set, I should show off my legend I got for logging in. Draw all your combo pieces is the way I read this. Like, the way I read that card is draw all your test subjects, draw all your, draw your test subjects, draw your clerics, and things like that, you know? It's like, draw a test subject, draw Northshire clerics, call it good, and then just start going to town with some sort of dumb combo. Anyway, let's keep opening some packs. Combos with stealth thing that puts the 1 cost copies in your deck? Yes, yeah. What do we got here? Crystallizer? Oh, yeah, the thing that makes your... Yeah. So again, we got some old packs. We're going to open those. Just get them out of the way. All your Light Wardens, yeah. How do you... Star... Ah, yes. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. I've seen that card. Ah, Anoia module. Good old Anoiatron. Hey, Floop. This is a real legend. Like, I've seen this one played in a number of, like, weird combo decks where you just want to play the same thing, like, the same thing multiple times for its effect. The one I've seen most recently is that legend that lets you, like, whenever you attack a minion and kill it, you get another attack. All right. So let's quick. Actually, let's go to 8 packs. High roll, and I know. Want to make that an evenish number. Headhunter's Hatchet. This is a... If you control a beast, gain 1 Ooh. That's nifty. Like, if you, Okay. Like, that's, a Stormforged Axe if you control, like, an Alley Cat. Devastate, like a fake execute, can target your own things. Ember Scale Drake is Dragon Warrior, Armor, Shield Maiden, but it costs 1 less. And then Wartbringer. If you played 2 spells this turn, deal 2 damage. Ooh. That's a cool one. Like, coin counts as a spell, so... I like 1-drops with real effects. War Master Voon! Copy all dragons in your hand. Alright. That's on a body, huh? That makes some dangerous Dragon Worlds where you play the airship that drops 3 minions from your hand. Death Rattle, give your minions rush. Ooh, and you can overwrite this. This is a rogue weapon. That's nice. Discard your lowest cost card, deal 2 damage to all minions. Discard Warlock is back. From my understanding of it, all of the discard Warlock cards are like, they exist. With one exception that turned it into a real deck. Like, I like, Shriek is real, whatever. You know, there's a couple others that are real. But the Legendary is just like, it doesn't even, like, from what I have seen of it, the deck feels less like discard lock, like discard focused, and more, let's just copy this legend to the moon focused, which is a good way to go, you know. Obviously, it gets to play discard focus as well, but the legend is so powerful that it's very, ooh. Oh, that's really cool. That's like an alley cap, but they have rush. And the other one goes to your hand. Choose a minion. This is a better copy of Convert. Friendly minion, give a minion in your hand +1/+1. That's weird. Why is this in Warlock? It's so weird that that got moved over. But yeah, the Legendary is like whenever you discard this card, copy it twice. So it just keeps going in your hand. Soul Warden. And here's another card that makes discard more real. This isn't a direct discard card, but it's a payoff card that just says 6 mana 6/6, draw 3. Which, you drew 3 cards. Wow, that's pretty big. Like, literally a 6 mana 6/6 is almost on par, and then it says draw 3 cards. So, but yeah, this thing, after friendly minions dies, oh, that's pretty neat. I like this. I like this a lot. Saves you from bad discards, yeah. We saw the Cheeky Anglebiter, Bog Slosher. Okay, this card's incredible. Bog Slosher is a brew. Like, that thing's made of, that thing's alcoholic. The bog is definitely fermented. But, like, it's a brew that hands off +2/+2 to what you bounce? Goodness. That's cool as hell. Sardonite Taskmaster. That's a 1 mana 2/3. What do you got? Death Rattle, summon an 0/3 free agent with Taunt. Okay. Sure. Yo, I'm sorry. Your hero's immune until your next turn, huh? That's interesting. So, like, not only is it an ice block you choose to play, but you can use it offensively with some weapons. You just go ahead and say, nope. Bloodscalp Strategist seems really strong. We saw a pretty decent weapon, but, like, discovering a spell on a decent body's real. That drawback might be hard, but Candle Shot still exists, right? So, we saw the Blood Claw. This seems real as hell. Like, taking damage is fine. And then discover a weapon from another class is interesting. You actually get some weapons. Ice Block and Pally, yeah. That's cool. There's the Bloods. Totemic Smash. Deal 2 damage. If you hit something that was 1 health, get a basic totem. For 1, that's actually pretty good. This can go face. This is almost a bolt. I actually like this card a lot. Spell damage totem makes it a lot better. Like, if you have spell damage totem, that's 3 damage, and the overkill is really easy, and then you get another totem. Yeah. So yeah, overkill is a new mechanic. As I've mentioned before, the way I compare it to is, if you've played Final Fantasy X, it's how that overkill worked in that, where if you kill an enemy with more damage than was necessary, you got bonus experience. This, if you kill an enemy with more damage than is necessary, you get a bonus. And Arn launches the worm into space. Bloodsail Howler? I'm in charge. Oh, okay. Death Rattle, reduce the cost of a beast in your hand by 1. It is a beast. Scorch! Oh! This is like an elemental liker. Sure. Spear of the Rhino, your rush minions are immune. Yo! Damn, that is real. I like that a lot. Like, that seems dangerous in the arena, because it's 2 turns of that. I mean, well, not 2 turns of that on the rush minion. You have to play another one from your hand, but Dozing Marksman's pretty cool, too. Hey, Blizzard. Blizzard, I can't help but notice that you said that you were having a lot of troubles designing for this keyword, and you weren't going to make more cards with that keyword, and it was really hard. You just didn't want to do it anymore, so you killed the keyword, and now you're printing... I feel like if Magic just decided to get rid of the word shroud. Give your opponent a coin. Well, okay, that's actually a pretty big drawback. This isn't a really big upside. Ha! The arena treasure chest. Okay, that's funny. That's real funny. It's literally just the arena. There's a lot of cards that reference the arena in here, and that's kind of funny. There's the arena favorite or whatever, the arena liker. There's a couple of cards that have a call out about arena. Splitting image. When one of your minions is attacked, summon a copy of it. Oh. That could be very dangerous. What's it refer to? The minion that's being attacked? Yeah, I assume it's the minion being attacked and not like a mirror image of... Yeah, because it's the same thing. So, okay. Should be an O3, honestly. Heh. Agreed. Oh, I'm sorry. Why does this have so much? Oh, God. That has 14 health. Why? I never want to see this card in my life. 14 health with Divine Shield. Why would you do this? Hey, do you have Shadow Word Pain in your hand? No? Alright. Here's a 4-mana 8/8. If you restored 10 health this game, +4/+4 taunt. Inner Fire. Ooh. Yeah, do you have Cabal Shadow Priest? Don't play this against a priest, by the way. This seems pretty nifty. Like, I like that it's on curve as a 4/4 for 4. Like, that's like bad stats, but not the worst. But like, that's freaking huge if it's on. And then Regenerate's actually good. That's actually good, pretty good for 0. That can be Bolt if you have Ocna in play. Has spell damage too. Blizzard. Blizzard, we need to have a talk. Blizzard. You had it. It was you had it. And then you got rid of it, and then you kept doing it. Like, I'm overlooking the fact that this card's name is Spellzerker because of Sharkfin fan. Whenever your hero attacks someone while on Pyre. That's neat. That's actually really cool. Works well with Rogue. Mass Hysteria, we saw that card. Thing's real. Overkill, gain 3 armor. Oh, that's got good stealth. Summon beasts that died this turn. Return of Huffer. Yo, add 2 random dragons to your hand. That's a... Okay, you want warrior top end in arena. Holy hell. Just draft this one card and you're done, right? Primeval Drake, any of the 9 drops from base class, like the Bone Drake. Like, good lord, that's some real top end just for 2. Return of Huffer. Okay. Sure, that's actually real. I like that. Like, assassinate it for 1 less, but it can't kill merfolk. Hey! They started doing this! In the WoW TCG, the gimmick of Paladin to differentiate it from Priest was that all of their healing was cantrips. The way that Paladin healed was they had like 1 mana heal 2 or 2 maybe 2 or 3 draw a card, 2 heal 4 draw a card, 3 heal 5 draw a card. Like, all their cards drew a card. And they had Hammer of Justice as well that was like, stun an enemy, draw a card. Tap it. That overkill on that weapon's pretty good too. Target Minotaur, yeah. Alright, not much left. Maybe we'll see a second legend, maybe we won't. Golden Co- Yep, I like the Spring Paw a lot. That's a cool one. Ooh, Tree Speaker. Battle Cry. Transform your treants into 5/5 Ancients. Wow. Oh my god, Visible Frogs? Yo, what? What is Visible Frogs? What? That rules. I love it. Don't get beat up by completely visible toads. I like that it's the triple toad. But yeah, Tree Speaker's pretty cool. But that is, like, this is, Our Vigil Shall Never End 3 times. But it's on 6 and 3 instead of 3, 3, 3. It's literally, Our Vigil Shall Never, it's that. Wow. Shaman, you got some cool stuff. Rare. Oh. If you're holding a dragon, discover a spell. Wow, Wabba. That's real as hell, right? Like, I'm super into that. Holding dragons is difficult. You need to have some to want this, but discovering a spell is real strong. Heavy metal, summon a random minion with cost equal to your armor. Oh, this is a one-shot version of that legend. The one that just, like, does this. That's actually pretty neat. Might work well if you got, like, upgraded hero power. Yep, that's it. I was gonna say, and then Arena Patron. Hey, everybody! It's not as good. It's okay. Maybe not that great. It's a 5/5 for 3 that ties. Maybe don't get in here. Egg. 3 1/1s and an egg. Alright. That's pretty rad. Like, kind of feeling it. There's a lot of cards in the set not aware of, but we'll find them out together. Again, if you want to see more of this, we're going to be doing some more of this on Sunday. Probably pair of arenas. I think today we're fine. We've been going for a couple hours at this point, and just kind of going through and checking flavor text while I give the cooldown at the end of this. But yeah, anyway, if you want to catch more things like this, I've been a little off cards as of late, which is fine, actually. I'm completely fine with doing other things, because I've been having a real good time with Dragon Warrior Monsters and La Milana 2 and Destiny and Final Fantasy 12. And if you want to watch any of those things, you can go ahead and follow the channel, see when I go live. You can always catch things that I'm doing. You can always support the stream by subscribing. You get a cool skull. It was a wonderful thing about, Tigger. Tigger's a wonderful thing. Shoot them in the face. That's true. Spinning image. Yep. Sure. But yeah, Bloodclaw, I like this weapon a lot. That's worth the cost. You think, oh, god damn it! Thank you for reminding me, Messes. I'll do it over the weekend. I keep mentioning it. Ah, yes, the Death and Axes. Good. Don't mind me, I'm just kind of looking around at flavor text to end this off. Glad y'all had fun with this, though. But yeah, Sunday, mid-afternoon, I plan on doing a pair of arenas. We might have somebody around with me, might not. Who knows? It's really going to depend on how things are going, you know? You had lethal. But yeah, I really like that. I'm actually pretty. Every single shaman card I've seen seems really, really interesting. I'm interested if that's enough to change what their current standard looks like. Like this, the fermented bog, you know, seems real nice. And then, oh, that's how. Shriek. No. To quick show you the card. This is the card that has highly changed the ability of discard Warlock to function. When you discard this, add 2 copies of it to your hand. This has absolutely changed how discard functions. You have this and like clutch, and like you actually have cards you would actively want to discard, and your hand can just become an infinite pile of High Priestesses, you know? So it only took them 10,000 years to make the card that makes discard function. But they got there. I'm interested in this. I wonder if this how this can play out. Like, the card I'm thinking of with this is not the Super Collider, the Boom Ship. Summon 3 random minions from your hand, give them rush. When your hand is just a bunch of crafted dragons that you put in there, you know? Yeah. Alright, and then we get to look at our final things. 1 mana 2/3s are real. I don't know how real this is, because handing your opponent a body is a lot different than handing your opponent 5 health. But 1 mana 2/3s, like, that could be a realistic thing. I don't think I like this. That drawback's so high. God, if I just, Really? Really? Spell Zerker again. Uh-huh. Beefy arms. The stealth on this makes this a real interesting card. Like, you can hide it and... Good old patron. Undertaker, huh? Remember that? An eye for source sights, sure. But yeah, Rebel Bouncer is real, and I respect the hell out of this. Alright, anyway. I think that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you all for joining. Again, Sundays when we're going to have more stuff going on, so I will catch you then. So, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.